first carry for Najee Harris.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. A set to return it is Deontay Spencer.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 32 on the play. Bridgewater. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now Gordon on 1st down. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. He went swinging for the fences on that play. Didn't quite get in the end zone, but, boy, they're set up pretty now.
Okay, that play just happened. Let it go. Time to defend the goal line, bring some all-out pressure, and try and knock them back.
Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They hand this off to Harris. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. 20, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Using abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Excellent anticipation again by Justin Simmons. Read the play the entire way. Career high, 5 interceptions in 2020. A first-time Pro Bowler. I doubt it'll be his last.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's a deep shot that's complete.
How you like me now?
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Ebron with it over the middle. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw here, Roethlisberger.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Here's Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And McManus able to put it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Going right back to Fant. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield.
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And some room to maneuver. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, Gordon. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable
quarterback. He's been able to throw it well.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run again with Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. On the ground, it's Harris. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run the counter. Harris.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And he finds his target, Ebron. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.
And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.